Hello and welcome back to the Dutchman in San Marcos. Hope you had a good week. We're going to continue on with this cigar box project. You might have saw from my thumbnail last week that, oh no, I goofed up, but we're going to fix that today. So let's get going. Okay, here we are. The goof up was, as you could tell by the thumbnail, when I had the neck in, which would have been this way, the cigar box would be upside down, and I had the neck in this side, and that made my label upside down, which I like to have it right side up. You could still play it right-handed, but I wanted to make it right. So when it's like this, the neck for right-handed like myself needs to be here. This way it was a left-handed one. So I thought about just continuing on and making a left-handed one, but I thought it wouldn't be too hard to fix because there's other things that are hooked into here on this side that will cover it up, like the little picture hanger thing I use to hold the strings will cover that up, or I could put some kind of a block too, and that only strengthens it. I do have this little piece left that I cut out that I can glue in there. You can see it matches the decal. So I thought, well, that don't look too bad. As you can see, let me tip this down so you can see. So as you can see, I could drop this back in there. I could drop that back in there and glue it all up. It didn't stay, but the labels, I didn't lose too much in the cutting, so it'll be like that. So let's correct that. So what I did, let me get this over here so you can see it better. So what I did was I started cutting a hole on this side. And the other thing I was talking about is I wanted to get that back bow in the whole neck. So I started cutting. I need to get it just a little farther, but these are the shims. So what I'm going to do, let's see which way I can get here so you can see this. There we go. So what I'm going to do is put this shim in the bottom. And then I cut these blocks to the length. Let's see if I get them in the right way here. And then drop this in. And this will be a little lower on this side. And I already marked, you can see I already marked the neck, what I need to cut out. When it drops in, see this line here. So I have to cut some out of this in order to drop it in to do the curve, and because right now the lid won't close. So I've got to get it a little lower down, and so that's what I'm working on right now. So what I'm going to do is see how thick, put a mark on this. I'm going to get a mark on this so I can see how deep I have to go. Let me get my magnifiers out. I thought I had them in my pocket, but I don't. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I've got to do is get the width of this. Let's see how we can do that. So I got that marked because I've got to get this hole down. I've got to get this hole down to there so the lid will fit down in. And that should give me more room over here when it's all sitting in there. So let me square that. Get this all squared up. Let me measure this. These little rulers are nice, but the numbers get so... 3. Double check this. So I'll get a mark on here, just so we have a line. And that way we know what we have to go down to. I got my marks there. Trying to figure this out because you only get, as you can tell from my last scoop up, now I got to fix that hole. Oh, the one thing I did find out was, remember how I wanted to put this in here, and I got it all marked. It won't work because my neck, as you can see, my neck is going to hit. So I don't want to put that big of a hole in there. So now I'm thinking just a little smaller one, like, you know, like this size here, might be better, because see, if I got my neck coming through, I want it right in there. And this one would have been too big. So it was a good thing I didn't use this big one like I was showing you last week, because I would have had too big of a hole, because I can't get it to fit between here and there. So that was almost a good thing that I didn't have the right screw like that to do it. So I won't be able to use this one and this one. I'll be able to use this one if I got one where I can put it between the neck and the center And as you can see, I don't quite have enough room in these. So I think I'll just put like a hole like this. And I've done this before. I had another one where I just, after I got the hole, I put some brown or black screen. And that looked really nice. I've seen somebody doing that even on acoustic guitars now. So we'll do that with that. So back to the neck here. This is the part I gotta figure out, because I want it just right. Yep. I want it just right. So this one with the measuring piece, it's just so hard to measure. I'm gonna shape it down until I get it right. That way I won't go too far. So let's see how that is. Maybe I could do this. Still trying to figure this out. This is a little taller. I need this right here flush with this. So let's go a little farther. This is a little slower this way, but I don't have much room to cut anything anymore because I already got this in here. So it's always better to cut down to what you got cut out, but since I'm kind of walking up to it, I have to do it the slow way. So we're getting there. Because what's going to happen is this is going to be on an angle. It's going to be on an angle. So I don't need to drop this down as low because it's going to be angling this way. So I kind of want to walk it in there. So here we go. It's getting there. try it out with my blocks here. So yeah, so I'll have to work on it. I won't kill all my time with you doing that. But then eventually what'll happen is we'll glue these all up like this. We'll glue all this up on these, and then this piece will go, on here. Like that. See, like that, and then this will all screw. I'll probably put 2 screws off the back to screw all this in, and we'll have the neck mounted. The next thing I've got to do, and I might do it off camera, is I've got to level this. If you look, I don't know if I can get you to see this. If you look, you can see it's a little high in the center right here, and so I've got to sand that off with my sander, because I want this perfectly level. You can see I've got a little bit of tip in there, not much, but so we'll do that. We'll get this all adjusted and glued in. And as you can see, it'll be like this, and then it'll be right-handed, which will be right, and the label will be right, and we're going to adjust it and put this guy right in here, so we'll have that hole right there. So sorry for the delay of getting this completed, but these things take time as you're creating them, because you're only going by ideas and not plans. Excuse me. So I couldn't find the clicker to shut that off. But anyway, so that'll be it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said in the past, I'm all about creating it, but with creating it, you run into little roadblocks and problems, and so that'll be it. So be sure to subscribe, like, tell your friends. And we'll see you next week. So have a good one.